do y'all think, chat? Just nuke the dairy with the milk that's in it? Or, yeah, like wait for it to empty and not feed the cows anymore. Oh, Chad, I got the perfect tractor here for this, too. Nuke it. Whoa, okay. All right, Vladimir Putin, come down. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Golly. Wait for it. I mean, I'm kind of whatever. Starve the cows to get buffalo? Yeah, but we just did buffalo on our last map. I said it myself. I know I said it. I know I said it. God, this thing doesn't even have a 3-point or a P. Oh, this doesn't. This thing's bare bones, chat. Bare bones tractor right here. Wow. This thing looks so tiny without the duals and, like, you know? Yeah. This is crazy. Crazy. But that's not a big enough header trailer. Oopsie. Yeah. I think that trailer's too short, but I actually think it'll be fine. I hope. It kind of looks like it's not locked on there at all. One way to find out, chat. Yeah, this is my new header cart tractor. Completely overkill for a header cart, but yeah, a header cart's way too short. It's way too short for that header. Oh man. That's funny right there. I really don't care who you are. That's funny. It's better than my other comment, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I know. I shouldn't have said it. You know, well, it happens. Alright. Cut him off? Yeah. Not even a... Oh, he took that corner wide, yo. Well, I did too. By accident, but... Alright, let's go. Gotta go fast. I think he got 4 mini splits on their roof. Dang, or 2 of them big ones. Dang, bro. Dang, Daniel. Back at it again with the white fans. And not the kind that say free candy. Not like that. Just saying. Right, to the field. So we need a couple of tractors yet. Need a couple of tractors to run our wagons. Yeah, there you go. Now, I don't really know what to do with these. I could buy the food factory, but I don't think I'm going to for one field. So this will be a crop that we sell out of the field. Normally, we don't sell crops out of the field anymore. Or on this map, we haven't really been doing that, but this will be a crop we sell. And we might sell it as we're harvesting too. I'm not totally sure on that yet. We'll have to like watch it. Oh, you know, we do have our trucks, but I don't really want to put trucks in the field. So I need the right treaders though. Tractor. This is gonna look dumb, but that's okay. It's fine. All right, so we'll take this. We want to put this on empty carbine. Refill there, and we're gonna haul it home for now. I could sell it out of the field, but you know, either way, it doesn't really matter. That truck is so bright, Jet. It's terrible. You can't have Dan in here for 5 minutes without having the truck change colors or something. Something silly like that. Dang, how many of you guys are in the Minecraft server right now? Thing's smoking the RAM right now. Blame Dan. Where's you? 2? Okay. They're not in-game trucks. No, they're off of the itch.io. I believe. I mean, it's not using that much RAM. It's using like 4.5 gigs. The crazy thing is the Minecraft server is only using 1.9. But regular size map, you know. As opposed to, say, Riverbend Springs, by now we'd be using like 10. So. And I actually get frame rate on this map, so it's really nice, honestly. Now, I did see that mod. Something about the VRAM or something. There's a mod in the mod hub that like lets your game use more or something. I messed with it briefly last night, but I was watching my task manager while I had that mod active, and I was watching my VRAM, and it like never actually changed anything. With the mod on or with the mod off, it went to the same amount of VRAM. So I don't actually know. I just don't know. I mean, I have more VRAM than the game uses, so I mean that mod in theory should do the good things for us, but I think I need to do a little more research on the mod itself before I actually like commit to using it, you know. But yeah. Oh, it didn't even knock over any corn? Wow. That's impressive. Well, the header made it here on the trailer anyway. That's good. Let's see. Let's just send this guy. We're not going to take the header back to the shop, so let's just send that there. Get out the way. All right, we've got our combine with a claws header that is rented. And we're going to have a really, really potato yield on these. Because they need... well, I believe the field needs plowed. Actually, it doesn't. Never mind. Okay, so it does have tram lines, though, so we're going to get a yield hit from that. But this might actually be okay. Might actually be all right. Why are we not getting any yield? Wait, does this combine not? Does that mod not work on this combine? Bueller? Yeah. Is something broken here? We have the mod that allows us to do this, but, yeah. Something seems to be wrong here. break out the plow. I know I have that mod because if we look in here, chat, like green beans and peas are in here, right? That's a field of peas. Reset. I mean, I can. Bueller. Something's not right here. Nope. Huh. 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 I'm getting a yield readout on the map. Yeah, that's what's weird. It is, according to the map. It's the combine. It's the combines. They don't hold. If you click over here, see it, it puts it there. If we click here, it's not there. So the header's harvesting. The header, it worked. The header's fine. It's the combine. Isn't that interesting? So, do at least a different combine? I'm not gonna sell the combine. I can't sell the combine unless I have a new one to buy, Kimmy. This is awkward. There's not one on sale, right? I'm not buying. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for the record. No. Don't even, what if we just buy the same combine, or at least the, yeah. It's the same combine. Just floss, not. We'll just lease this. Since it's not the combine, it's the header. Or vice versa. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this instead, shall we? Just a gleaner. Are the peas worth it? No. Not really. I mean, kind of. A little bit. I don't know. We're playing on hard, so it's like every dollar counts. That is interesting. I did not realize that mod to harvest this stuff doesn't work on that combine. That's kind of wild to me, honestly. All right, well, it's the same combine, so we're just, you know, it's a lease deal. So while ours is getting repaired, they have to provide a lease combine, chat, or a loaner. I'll get reimbursed for the leasing cost, though. Don't worry. I actually won't. It's a joke. I won't give myself money. It's fine. I guess that's something to watch out for when we buy another combine. Which actually, I was gonna buy the bigger version of the same combine that we had, but I'm not now. I have to buy the Kloss. Why not working? Because for some reason on the actual combine itself, it doesn't have the peas and the green beans, but if we click on there, it does. So that mod does not work. Which is interesting because the rice mod is working. The rice mod's working. I don't know why. I don't know. But yeah, the rice mod works, but the peas and green beans mod doesn't work. So I guess I was gonna go with the big combine of the series, you know. I guess that'll be our end goal combine. That's wild. Wild, Jet. Wild. Can we not do two? I want two. Okay, I want one. I've changed my mind. Alright. Very weird, Kimmy, yes. Hey, look. We have peas. Hip, hip, hooray. Hooray! Where's the confetti cannon, chat? I don't understand it, but hey. I'm not a modder. I just complain about them on the internet, okay? Wait a minute, I would never complain. Why does Dad have the trailer out today? Oh, I bet they took the generator back to Brother's house. Ah, you got the trailer out in the nasty roads again. They're still kind of gross out there. The whole front of our trailer, a couple years ago, chat, we had our trailer out one time when the roads were kind of nasty and there was like some salt. The whole, anything that faces forward on our trailer is starting to develop like a ton of rust from like the salt from being out. That it was one day we had our trailer out. And then we noticed that we were having issues. We brought it back into town like when it was dry and took it to the car wash and like drowned the thing. It's too late. Crazy. You're somewhat of a complainer yourself, are you? Nice. No, I'm not complaining about the combine. It's whatever. I just didn't realize that I just didn't realize that it was like that, you know, that's all. It's not a big deal. We have other combines we can use, so it is what it is. So yeah, not a huge deal. Even like the safety chains, the chrome on the safety chains got corroded on our trailer, chat. Or like, I don't know if it's chrome, but like the safety chains are all like corroded now. It's kind of insane what that road salt does to everything. It's not good, man. Not good at all. That's all right. Should probably put our auger out, Chad, huh? This is that curvy little field. Kind of follows the waterway over here, I guess. Water that has like multiple. There's actually 3. Hold on. You have a gate system here where you can, yeah, like a dam, if you will, or it's a gate. And then you have the one here. We're really serious about our water here. And then you have this one. And then it goes to dry, like a dry stream, okay. Interesting. Might be looking for a cotton bale, chat. Surely he didn't leave it in the horse barn, because that would just be... That'd be too funny if he left it in the horse barn somewhere. I'm guessing it's on top of something or something like that. I don't know where he went, though, is the problem. I didn't watch. But for those of you that weren't here earlier, Dan did notice his cotton bale was missing. So He has moved said cotton bale somewhere. I'm assuming it's he didn't sell it. I know that. But I don't know where it went. So just gonna look around for a quick second while he's not here. There's a sawmill over here though. Wait, was that it? I thought I saw something in there. Inside this trampoline would be a great place eventually. Stand it up, throw it inside the net of the trampoline. That would be funny. I mean, it's bright yellow. It shouldn't be that hard to find, honestly. If I'm even looking in the right spot. That or he just put it out in the woods somewhere. And that might be a nightmare to find. I don't know the render distance on a cotton bale. That I'm not sure about. Maybe in town somewhere? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he put it. Oh, all right, we can harvest. We got helpers here. Let's go. Boogity boogity. Come on. Out the way, buddy. See, they listen, chat. Listen. Or something like that. If I find it, I think the trampoline's a great idea. That or did he put it back in the homestead? Hang on. Surely he didn't put it back up there. Okay, no, he did not. Yeah, I don't know where he put it. I don't know. Right. I'll have to actually look for it later sometime. Because if I find it off stream, I'll just leave it and I won't touch it till we're on stream again. Because I think it's funny to mess with that on stream personally. I do like the idea of the trampoline though. I think that would be funny. Although if you're flying and looking, you'd like with construction, but you'd see it instantly. Oh yeah. It would be hilarious. Alright, so that little wagon actually holds like way too much. It holds 30,000, which is so realistic. We're already at 17. It's not bad. Oh, apparently our call to is on. Our call to unload to thingy doofers is on 2 wagons. Alright. We have a mishmash of colors right here, chat. Got the Versatile, got the Oliver wagon, the Kloss combine with cat head, which is really a Kloss. Yeah. Got a whole smorgasbord going on here right now. Not to mention the JCB back there. It's awesome. We're yellow, so. And the red rims. Just got a little bit of everything going on right now, yo. But you don't back that wagon up. That's how you break it. Just saying. Nothing matches chicken. Saying. So there's a mod that lets us harvest the peas and green beans with a regular combine. It's not the combine or the header. It's a separate mod. It's in the mod hub. I think it's called like peas and green beans plus or something like that. Something like that. It's a great little mod. There's also one for rice that lets you plant and harvest rice with the regular equipment. Just paint a little tree over here. Well, I do own this field, so anything's possible. Just saying. There you go. Thank you, Jeff. Green bean and pea harvest add-on. Hell, they even show a Kloss combine in the first picture. It's the combine that I'm running right now. That's a little awkward, huh? That's a little funny. That's great. This is actually a decent sized field, y'all. We picked up a lot of land the other day. For those of you that weren't here, we picked up 4, 5, and 6. And yes, unfortunately, 6 is in cotton. And now that I'm looking at this, this is very unfortunate because that's going to be ready. When is cotton ready? Oh, cotton ready is ready in October. So our corn will be ready too. Okay, good. I don't want to actually harvest cotton myself. We'll just courseplay or something like that. So I'm not too worried about it. It's interesting, Jacob. Bear, I don't know. It just doesn't, it just doesn't do it. It doesn't, the mod doesn't work with it to harvest the peas and the green beans. I don't know why, but it just doesn't do it. So kind of weird, but that's okay. Buddy, quit trying to back. I would cycle my pipe right now, but it's gonna break him too. So he's outside the field, but yellow. Gotta do something different. This ain't working. Outside rounds, chat. They're always fun. Just remember that. Mention his auto drive. Yeah, it's right there. That's why. Okay. All right, but yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't work. Not sure why. Kind of odd, if you ask me. And this is why we get stuff without covers on, or tarps, if you will. So I can just, you know, do things like that if I need to. Otherwise, the cover would be on the wagon, you see, and well, we don't always want that. Just saying, don't always want the cover on. Okay. The call to is clearly turned on, which means he thinks he needs to ride around behind and wait. And this dude, I think the problem with this one is the target's so small on this one that unloading on the go may not be the best option with that little wagon, but this is what we have to work with. I mean, of course we could lease something, but we'll get it done with what we have. So we already had to lease the combine after all, so we'll get it done. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid. Just keep telling yourself that, right? Everybody. Something like that. Interesting. What's our weather doing right now? It's probably, it's not, actually, it says it's 35 out. There's no way. 38. Okay. I have my air conditioning on. It's not running. Like, the fan's running, but like that, the compressor's not, you know? Got the fan on to stir the air up in here just a smidge. My video card's running kind of hard today for some reason. Running like 75%. So it's making it nice and toasty in here, if you will. So yeah. Nice and toasty. Toasty thing. Toasty, chat. You gonna make it? I don't know. Might. He might make it. Okay. Let's see. can make it. Oh, the cat. I get it. Wow. Wow. Look at them scattering back there. They're like, it's go time. I know I'm gonna have to stop, and that's okay. It's that first land, you know. You always gotta stop, especially on a higher yielding crop like these are. Kind of gonna have to stop once in a while, and that's okay. Oh, big deal. We might as well go for 100%. Get our maximum here while the buddy's trying to drive to us. You know, might as well. Oh, of course he's gonna drive right in front of me. Of course, we're 99% full. Yeah, buddy, recalculate yourself. I'm over here. All right. All right. Yep, working as intended. Obviously. Man. Get that little wagon full, I'll be happy to get that other one. The other one should work a lot better for us. Just bigger target. Alright. You're full. Get out of here. Go home. Go on, get now. Now we gotta wait for the other guy to drive all the way around the field again, because he got a little discombobulated. That's alright. He'll be here in a jiffy. Well, I guess that means we're going to the farm tomorrow, chat. We gotta put our trailer away now, since it's sitting in front of my house right now. What time does the big festivity start tomorrow, chat? I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure it's like nighttime because it always is, right? But I don't know. Wait, is that animated? Hang on. Kimmy, look in Discord. Okay. Look in Discord, Kimmy. Foosball's the devil? I know. I actually saw a thing yesterday that's like all the commercials are gonna suck this year because they're all gonna be AI garbage. And it's like, that's probably true. It's probably true. They're all going to be garbage because they're going to be AI. I could see that happening, honestly. Just saying. I know they're out, but I avoid watching any of it because I think it's lame. I think it's lame that they put them out early, personally. It says 6:30, but you're sure that's pregame? Yeah, that sounds about right, though. Where is Tomcat? Tomcat's probably at his house. Manager Gimme. That's funny. Technically we could like get rid of like the Christmas emotes, I guess. The Little Debbie Christmas tree. So we would have room to, yeah, we can get rid of this one. We would have room to bring it to stream if Tomcat wants to send it to me. I forget where it is this year, Kimmy, honestly. I heard it this morning, but I forgot. Or yesterday, I think. I don't know. Is that bad? I don't. I've watched like seriously, I think like a third of a game all year. And like that's it, man. That's it all year. So oh, they're playing in San Francisco. Okay. Gotcha. But I don't think that really matters as much because they put it for prime time. You know what I mean? Like it's all about the TV for that game, so yeah. All about the TV for that game. 5:30, 6:30, gotcha. Yeah, well, I mean, I'll watch it, but I don't know. It'll be the most football I watch this year. So yeah. I should take my Steam Deck in and play like Halo Wars while I watch it. No, I'll actually be present, not escape to something else like normal. Sean, you're back again for this, huh? It's the third time Sean's answered it and hasn't said yes or no yet. Stand by.
Without hesitation, yes.
Oh, he was very adamant that time. Well, Sean, congrats on the Patriots winning the Super Bowl. Wow. Hope the Seahawks win. I don't like either team, so yeah. I just hope that there's like a couple really good commercials. That's what I hope for, you know? And I hope that my St. Louis style pizza is really good tomorrow, okay? I also hope that, you know? Time for a new magic ball. Dude, I've had that thing forever, Big Mert. First time bought that for me. First time a nephew saw it on Amazon and thought it was funny and bought it for me forever ago. No, the magic ball, it's pretty spot on, Sean. Yeah. Yeah. Don't have a dog in the fight. You're there for the commercials. Yeah. Yeah. The refs winning yeah, maybe I'm rooting for the refs. How about that? I'm rooting for the refs to actually get it right, you know, and not like blow calls and stuff, you know. I mean, the Chiefs aren't playing, so they should get it right. I said it, Chad. I said it. I said what I said. We might need another tipper, y'all. Where's my other tipper? Is it still? It's unloading at the bin right now. I think I'm gonna need another tipper, y'all. The puppies. All right. You know what's funny? Okay, I don't want to get into the whole like political side of the whole like halftime thing. When I heard it was Bad Bunny, I was like, I've never heard of her. It's a dude. I thought it was a chick. I didn't know. Oh man. And then I saw a TikTok and I don't know who they were. I think they were talking to like some of the players that are going to be in the Super Bowl. All right, Kimmy. And they're going up to him and like, hey, what's your favorite Bad Bunny song? And all of them are like, I don't know. She has some interesting music. It's a dude. But like, nobody knows who Bad Bunny, I've never heard of this person. Like, oh man. Sunder, I actually heard a good theory about the whole Belichick Hall of Fame thing, and it was because one of the people that voted was arguing to not let him in because he could still come back as a coach. Like, he very well could take a coaching job still. And that was a reason for them to vote to not let him in. And honestly, it kind of makes sense to me. I mean, obviously I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't have a vote, you know. Obviously he should get in at some point, but the man could very easily take a job and be a head coach again. You know, same thing with, like, I heard somebody saying like Tom Brady should be worried about getting in the Hall of Fame, and it's like, well, are you crazy? I don't like Tom Brady, but obviously he should be a Hall of Famer. Like, obviously, my God. So I thought that was kind of interesting. His girlfriend might be putting in applications. That's facts, yo. That's facts, Tomcat. That's facts. All right. Oh, I didn't realize we could get that with a little extension. That's kind of cool. We can change the color. I kind of like it red, actually. It's kind of obnoxious. All right, we're buying that because we need another tipper, chat. And what are we gonna pull that with? Oh, does this not take peas? Is this why this is not? This doesn't take peas. Alrighty then. And they don't show up on here because they're not in storage. Alrighty. I guess we're going to be selling these right out of the field because, oh, it's the train. Where is the actual dump off for the, oh, it's down. Okay, so wait, it's got to be like down here, right? Okay. Or wait, is it this? Oh, it's that. Okay. Okay. We're going to take them there. And then here. Okay. I didn't realize that didn't. Okay. I was unaware. But I'm aware now. I hope it's that point. I don't actually know. What are we going to pull that tipper with? I don't really want to pull it with the big tractor. I guess we're pulling it with this. Okay. Alright, let's go. Sorry, chat, I've been ignoring you guys. Extension makes it too tall for veggies, so. Gotcha. Well, fair play left. He could, though. Somebody could bring him in. You never know. I mean, his girlfriend would probably have to, you know, approve it, but hey, you never know. All right. I was wondering why that little guy was taking forever to unload. It all makes sense now, chat. It all makes sense now, you know. It doesn't hold peace. Which does make sense, but that it doesn't hold it, so that's fine. So if we get 500,000, we'll have to send the train. We could potentially fill the building and have to rent the train. It'll be the first time we've rented the train on this map, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. That's all right. But anyway, that was one of the arguments that I heard for not letting Bill in, was that he could potentially take a job still. So that's just what I heard, you know. It makes sense to me, but again, I don't have a dog in the fight, so you betcha. Don't have a dog in the fight. Like, what's his name? Gronkowski. He's probably should be a Hall of Famer too. I don't like the guy. I think he's an idiot, but I mean, he was a good player, right? I think. I don't know. That's what I've heard. I know he holds or used to hold a lot of records. Still holds some, I think. So when you're hitting records, I guess that means you're good, right? Again, when Brady's your quarterback, maybe that helps. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Where are those other tractors? I kind of want to make sure they're going to unload before we go back to the combine. Combine's full anyway, so we have to wait for a minute anyway. Gotcha, Buller. Gotcha. You know, it's like whenever that day comes and, you know, people are like, but Travis was only good because of Patrick, you know, or vice versa, you know. They shut up. They should both be in, you know. I said what I said, Chad. I stand by it. I said what I said. All right. That's an aggressive hill climb for that train right there. That's like the red marble grade right there. It's crazy. Crazy, chat. All right, let's make sure this empties. Again, the gun mine's full, so we gotta at least wait for that other tipper to get over there, so we might as well just wait by riding with this guy here and making sure that they empty. Make sure I got them going to the right place. Well, you get a big rainstorm, that train track could be not there anymore. All drainage canal along here. It just magically ends. Okay. Interesting. These peas better be worth a lot of money. We've had nothing but a headache trying to get these things to harvest, so from combine issues to grain bin doesn't hold it, which I'm used to. Stevie map is the reason. So if you know anything about Stevie's maps, his grain bins hold everything, even like, you know, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, like herbicide, milk, you know, snow, road salt, everything. So there's that. What do we got here? We got a little loop up here somewhere. It's a big loop. Okay. I have not really been down here. Just saying. You've seen the Frank's Red Hot on TV. Oh, really? Grain West. Unload. I just want to make sure, like I said, I'm waiting on the other tipper too. And, you know, with auto drive, you know, this is the auto drive guy's config file, right? And so at least the first time I send something somewhere, like in this case where I need to be unloading, I always want to ride with it to make sure that that point's up far enough for everybody to work. Because, like, you know, if you had a big long semi truck here, that point's probably not far enough up. Does that make sense? So yeah. Corn chowder. Is that like clam chowder? Is that? Interesting. Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft, yeah, I should probably be in. I mean, I know Jerry's been around for a long time, but like, at least in recent memories, the Cowboys have done nothing. I mean, they built a big, beautiful stadium, but like, what else have they really done? Did Jerry own them back in the 90s or whatever, that when they were good? I don't actually know. I'm not sure. Green corn, potatoes, onions, milk, and butter. All right. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, like seriously, I don't know where Jerry, like when he came into it and stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. He bought him at 88, you believe? Okay. I gotta pull up his buddy. Starts to unload me because he's not wanting to cooperate. I bought him at 88. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, at least in the last, God, how many years? The Cowboys have just been a joke. Sorry, not sorry to any Cowboys fans, but, you know. Yeah. America's team, you know? That whole thing is so annoying to me, for the record. So annoying. All right, we got this. We gotta pull up just a hair. He's not gonna stop. Dang it! Come on, man. Just stop already. You're starting to aggravate me, bud. If we can just keep the combine moving, everything works better. The jokes beat the Chiefs. Wow, Sean. Talking like you're a Cowboys fan, Sean. Calm down. God. When they fire 2 legends, I got you. Maybe the Chiefs can hire him or something so that he could win next year. It was a bad year for the Chiefs, man. But, you know, not every year could be a good year. I mean, just ask the Cowboys, you know. I said what I said. Or ask the Patriots, you know. They went on that run, and then, you know, they've been sucking the last how many years, too. Sean. I said it. So, yeah. I mean, realistically, though, that run was like, that was a wild run. It was a wild run, so. But that's all right. Yeah. That's what every team says when they suck. We're rebuilding. It's a rebuilding. The Cubs have been saying that for 100 years. Or sorry, 99. They won that one time, you know? So. Just saying. Did he go before Belichick? Yeah. 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 Whole thing's funny to me. The only coach is, oh, wow. That's interesting, Left. That is very interesting. See, I don't know much. I don't know anything about Robert Kraft. Like, is he like a good person in the community and stuff too? Like, it's like, oh, what's his name? The Chiefs guy's kind of, as far as I'm concerned, kind of a, you know. Well, he's a rich guy. Let's leave it at that, you know. Oh man, those rich guys, you gotta watch out for them. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? All I know is this yield off these peas is crazy, okay? It's crazy. Crazy good yield here. We need to plow this field, chat. We need to lime this field right away. And then get a plow going down here. It might be a good thing we bought, you know, 45 of them of them. They're big tradders. So yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah. All right, so maybe good football owner, but maybe not good everything else. Golly, man. I can't. I can't comment about that. It's wrong. It's wrong, chat. It's wrong. Is he in the files too? No, anyway, we're not going there, but probably, right? Golly, man. Golly. Illegal lockout. Gotcha. Interesting left. Well, so like, okay, so I'm assuming there's like a criminal record. Does that play into like Hall of Fame eligibility and stuff? I wonder. You know? Because if that's the case, the NFL wouldn't have anybody in their Hall of Fame, probably. Because like, there's a lot of issues with the NFL players. I feel like people with money think they can do like, you know, anything they want. So his mugshot, nice. Rigged history. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. It's a shame, you know, at one time, you know, a lot of these sports guys that, you know, had nothing, came from nothing. I'm sure they were great people at one time. But then they just start doing stupid stuff when they have money, you know? Maybe they were bad the whole time. I don't know. I don't have that problem. I don't have millions of dollars. The dumb things I would do would be like, you know, buy antique tractors. So that's all I would do. But anyway. They're gonna pay the ransom. Are they really? Dang. I saw the FBI was like on the roof yesterday. I'm assuming there was something in that second letter about that. Wow. It's like a lot of Bitcoin, right? Isn't that what they wanted? That's crazy. That is crazy. A bunch happened last night, yeah. I think a whole bunch happened after that second ransom note came in. Like, I heard they kicked all the media out of the street and, like, yeah, they were up on the roof and they were seen removing something from the roof, like a camera or something, like, yeah. They haven't gotten proof of life. I wonder if they have, we just don't know about it. Because, like, they're not going to spill everything publicly, you know? At least I would hope. They got to keep some things, like, secret for now. Why would you want Bitcoin? You thought it leveled off. It's still worth money, though, Tom Get. And I'm assuming, like, they asked for a lot. Like, a crap load, I believe. So, yeah. Yeah, I saw they towed her car. Kimmy, yeah. Oh, interesting. Around the Bucks Stadium. Interesting. Okay. It's down about 40%. Yeah, but if you have, I don't know, it's still worth a lot of money, right? You'd want gold. I think the reason for Bitcoin is probably to eliminate the ability to track it, right? I assume that would be the reason. It would be to get around tracking it. Yeah. Be offshore and be laundered. Exactly. Yeah. That would be the reason. If you had gold, Tomcat, first off, you would have to like, oh, here's the gold, you know, and like, or leave it somewhere and somebody would have to like pick it up. Well, obviously, dude, they're going to be all over that, you know, like investigators, you know, that would be a huge, like, you know, like you see in the movies, like, all right, I'm over here, you know, like it would be a huge deal. And obviously they would get the person then, or eliminate the person even. So. Thought Bitcoin couldn't be tracked. Well, what they would probably do is get it transferred, or I don't exactly know how this works, but get it off or overseas and then like sell it off. Duffel bag in the park. Exactly. Yeah. Thought it was to increase the value. I don't know. But I assume that's what they would do is, yeah, get it offshore and get it sold off and get their money that way. Or you just hold on to it for a long time. I mean, who knows? Yeah. Yeah, right, Sean? And that's why they got to have something. There had to be something in that second ransom note that we don't know publicly, right? There has to be something in there. Has to be, you know? Yeah. It's trackable. You just don't know who you're sending it to. Gotcha. That's crazy, yeah. That's crazy. Or maybe they can, and the only way they're going to get her back without her being hurt is just to pay it. And then they'll have to deal with maybe trying to, you know, maybe they do know who it is, but they got to pay to try to bring her back safe. I mean, it's the FBI after all, right? They know everything. They're listening to me right now. I'm big at the headquarters chat. Just saying. Throw a web form, not even an email. Oh, dang. That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, hopefully, if they do pay it, it's I mean, this whole thing, like, obviously, is gonna make a movie someday. You know, especially if like more details come out, like what was actually in the notes, and like, you know, maybe if she does an interview, she comes back. Like, this is gonna make a hell of a movie. Someday, and like it's gonna be wild. Or maybe like a documentary or something, you know? Yeah. If you're 84 and on your way out, you don't want them to pay. Oh, man. Yeah. What if it's her? What if it's her pulling the strings? What if it's Mama June pulling the strings? You know? In a video game, allegedly in GTA 6. All the disclaimers. Yeah. Yeah, you never know, man. You never know. You know, there was that some news agency or whatever was pointing a finger at the son-in-law, and it's like, hey, chill, but you never know. Like, could be. It's Bubba. That's probably true. Oh, yeah. Does it create a mulch bonus? Wait, hang on. No, 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 because it would it'd be here, right? Mulch. Yes, yes, it does. All right, turn on. Oh my God, my corn, my corn. Not my corn. Gosh. Always someone who will profit. Yep, it's crazy. It's crazy. It was, yeah, well, they were looking at everybody. In this situation, they look at everybody. There's nobody that's innocent. Like they have to look at everybody. You know, they would look at anybody. The daughter was the last one to see her alive too, or the last one to see her. So of course you have to look at her, right? I fell in. I know. I drove into the corn. It's calm. But yeah, everybody's a suspect until you can rule them out. So they take the car to do like a ton of, you know, because here's the thing, there was blood found on the front porch that was hers. They rushed that through the DNA stuff. So you're gonna look at any vehicle possibly to see if you can find blood, right? Because you know she was bleeding. So yeah. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? You have to go to a judge. Yeah, but I don't think it's that hard to get a judge to sign off on something like that. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that'd be that hard for a judge to sign off on that one. No, not in this, not in that case. I don't think that would be very hard. So yeah. I don't think it would be. No one else's car was towed. Because they were the last ones to see her alive. That's probably why. Yeah, they were the last ones to see her alive, so yeah, tow the car. That's enough suspicion to me. If I were the judge, I would do it. Yeah. Just because they were the last ones to see her alive. She was dropped off by an Uber or something too, and like they instantly talked to the Uber guy, you know. So, but you never know what happened at that dinner, right? Never know. Yeah. They won't say who dropped her off now. Oh, really? See, because I've heard both ways too, yeah. Yeah. You have to have proof of life. Send it to me. I'll watch it later. I'm locked in on this. My TikTok is either this or Minecraft right now, basically, so. Yeah, I'm all about it. That sounds so bad to say. It's really a terrible thing to say, and it's a terrible thing that's happening. But, like, I'm all about it. God, that's bad. That sounds so bad. It really does. I don't mean it, like, in a bad way, I promise. Obviously, I wish for her safe return, and obviously, I wish for whoever's responsible to, you know, go rot, you know, behind bars for a long time for this. So yeah. Obviously. Lizard, exactly. Black Cat, thanks for the bits. Appreciate the bits. You have to leave again and get caught up. Big Al, they're gonna pay the ransom. I think that's what you need to know right now. Yeah. There's a hawk. I hope he builds a nest and craps on Richard Petty's house. Did I say that? In a video game, that is. In GTA 6. I hope that hawk builds a nest. in GTA 6. I just hope GTA 6 comes out at this point, you know? I still don't know if I'm going to play it. I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I mean, I have another, what, is it a year to decide after it comes out for console? It's going to, like, take a year for PC. I got plenty of time to decide that, so.
Play Halo, rubbing lotion on my butt, you know?
I could do that too, actually. Tom, thanks for the bits. How's it going, bro? Thank you. You think GTA 6 is a myth? I heard a rumor. I don't know how true this is, but like somebody contacted Rockstar and was like sick and not gonna like make it, and they let him play it early. That's what I heard. But yeah, that's what I heard. But yeah, that's true crime / podcast. Okay, first time I will. I'll watch it later. Tom, I appreciate the bits. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. That's crazy, man. Makes want to be interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I guess the genre is like the true crime, like the Datelines, the 2020s, like those things, chat, super fascinating to me. I don't watch a lot of it. I really should watch more. But I don't have the right app for Dateline. I don't have the polychromatic bird app. That's the best way to watch them, I believe, so. But yeah. I should watch more. Dad watches a ton of that stuff. I don't know if he's trying to, like, learn how to, you know? He watched a bunch of it. Bunch of it. Is that the same one you just sent me first time? That is the same video you just sent me. Okay. I've got it open in a tab plus an email. Let's go. I'll watch it. I'll watch it after stream. Which means I probably won't watch the Game of Thrones tonight. Still haven't watched it. I'll watch it later. At some point. I promise. Maybe after I'm done playing Halo. Oh, man. Crazy world we live in today. You know, this is just not a thing we hear about, you know, like this whole, like a ransom note and stuff. Like, when's the last, this doesn't happen, right? Like, it's just, this doesn't happen anymore, I feel like. Sister-in-law. Yeah, she watches a lot of, like, Criminal Minds and, like, CSI and stuff. It's not, like, real.
Big T _ Tom just resubscribed for 86 months.
But you're not wrong.
86 months. Wow, and glad you have your plans set of playing Halo rubbing lotion on your butt while you wait for GTA 6, but you might slide off your chair, have to get the ratchet strap out to stop that.
Tom, thanks for the tier 3 resub as well. I appreciate it. Ratchet straps, it's over here somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Don't you worry. Yeah. It's scary when your spouse loves watching murder mystery films. I could see that, yeah. I could see that. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Kidnapping and ransoms old school. Yeah, it's like stuff you see in the cartoons or movies, or yeah, you don't see that. I really hope, and I don't know if we ever will, like, it'd be amazing for like the Dateline episode to get like that person's story, like what made them do this. Like, are they a fan? Do they hate that family? Do they just, okay, the daughter has money? Like, what's, like, get inside their mind a little bit, you know? It's probably a terrifying place, to be honest, but the curiosity, like, you know, if this ever goes to a trial, like, will they leave this open to the public? Like, that would be a massively watched trial, right? Like, paint the whole picture here, you know? It would be crazy to actually like know all of it, you know? Even like the full ransom notes, like it'd be crazy to get to see those, or you know, like yeah, any of that stuff. It would be fascinating. Very, very fascinating. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hopefully they're able to, like, you know, track the person down, or persons down that, you know, did this, obviously. And, you know, hold them accountable. So hopefully that's possible. I mean, it sounds like they have a lot of resources at their disposal, and, you know, like the full FBI, like, yeah, everything at their disposal for this. So it's a crazy one, that's for sure. Absolutely crazy. All right, so see what I said, Chad, earlier? If we were just able to keep the combine going, things would get so much better. We haven't had to stop in how long? I probably shouldn't say that, but plus our haul time's a lot shorter, and having 3 tippers is nice instead of trying to haul it home, which home doesn't hold peas, so it doesn't matter. So this has been going good here last little bit, which is usually the way harvest goes. Once you get it rolling, it just keeps on rolling. So you betcha. What is the ransom amount? How much Bitcoin is it, or is that public? I don't know if that one was public or not. Either way, it's probably a lot of money. Probably a lot. All right. Let's go. Back down yonder, and let's see. So it is almost break time. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll get this chunk done, and then we'll hire the combine for the last little bit while I take a break here in a couple minutes. You betcha. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen old Tom. Tom, how's the milk hauling business going? How's life for you, Tom? He's gonna say good, and that's all he's gonna say. Watch, chat. Oh man. Do they have insurance to cover it? I don't know. There's a mod in the mod hub. Johnny, it's going to be a PC exclusive mod. I know you're a console guy. PC mod that allows you to do this. There's also one for rice to let you harvest and plant rice and stuff with regular equipment, where you don't have to use the specialty equipment. So yeah, little perk of being on the PC. Got some fancy mods that allow you to do some fancy things, you know. That's really what it is too. Or maybe allow you to do things you shouldn't do, right? Or shouldn't be allowed, or shouldn't, yeah, things that shouldn't actually work, but they do. So you betcha. Lucky. You don't like people. You don't like peas, maybe? Don't like people. Well, I mean, same. All right. Easy. They can track transactions. They can track it. That's interesting. Huh. Well, there's got to be some way that they think they can get away with it, right? Because you're not just going to be like, here's my bank account. You know? Like, my routing number. Fair play, Tom. Fair play, bro. Fair play. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's poppin'? Someone who won't play ball. That's probably... That makes more sense. That makes more sense. So maybe they'll go straight to... Yeah. Straight to one of those other countries and then they're done, right? Because, yeah, that would make sense. There's got to, I mean, obviously I would assume, trying to put myself in the, obviously I'm not a criminal, but like they've had to have thought this through to where they think they can get away with it, right?
Lizard.
Tom, thanks for the bits again. Appreciate the lizards. They won't be able to immediately, but eventually. Okay, see, that would make sense too, yeah. Say that obviously whoever's doing this would, you know, they think they can get away with it, right? Otherwise you wouldn't, in theory, wouldn't do it. But I'm not a criminal either, so I don't really think like a criminal. It's hard to put myself like in the shoes of a criminal, you know? So I think I stole a pair of shoelaces one time from Walmart. They were like 97 cents back in the day. That's about the most criminal activity I've ever done. So, you know, not much. So, yeah, lock him up, Chad. He stole some shoelaces once. We left them in the bottom of the cart by accident, is all that happened. And we got to the car and we're like, we didn't pay for those. Whoopsie. So, it's like 97 cents. My bad. All right. Possible. Yeah, okay. So it all makes sense, yeah. That all makes sense. You found your horse named Polar Bear. Nice. Nice. All right, Big Al. You must have closed the stream really fast earlier. I think the major update is they're going to pay the ransom, I think, right? That sounds like that's the update, so... from what I've gathered. But chat, it is 6 o'clock break time, so